Okay, so for this last part, this is sort of a higher level extension for those who really want to push themselves with Scratch. What we're going to do is we're not going to let the mouse be the controller for our fish moving around the screen, which is really cool. We're actually going to turn it into a slight animation. So I'm going to remove all this code because we're not going to need most of it. We may need some of it again. And so what we're going to be looking for is we're also going to start create some clones of our fish just so that it changes it up a bit. So we're going to use this glide 1 second to random position, and we are going to create a bit of a variable in here by adding in a operator that is going to use pick random 1 to 10. So that's going to slow us down a bit or give us random times. So we'll go 1 to 6 because that's quite a long time. I'm going to use a create clone of myself. And so what this is going to do is it's going to create a clone of this. Hopefully the clone will the clone will delete itself after a while. So we're going to copy that, duplicate it with right click. We don't need the clone on this one. When I start as clone, glide 1 second to random position and then delete the clone. So let's see if this works. And we should be seeing a clone created soon. There we go. So that's working all right. It's a little bit different, but we can see the clones aren't moving that fast. So I'm going to change these times. So I might go 2 seconds, and I'll put that one to 2 seconds, just so it gets a little bit faster. And what I can see is the clones are moving. They're doing okay, but I'm going to actually make this a little bit better by adding in a little bit more code. So first thing is my size is a bit too too big. So I'm going to change that to 50 so that my original is actually only going to be half the size that it was. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my clones change a bit of color and change their size, right? So I'm going to do change size, and I'm also going to do change color effect. Now you can see that it will start changing the color of my fish, and that's cool. What I'm also going to do is put in that operator that's picking random 1 to 2. So change size by 1 to 10, and change color effect by 25. I'm going to go 25 to 100. So we get some vastly different fish coming out. I wonder if we'd make it another clone so we get multiple clones going, or that will crash it. You can see that it's just crashed. Okay, so removing that code will just clear it up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a little bit of a control factor just to get it to do something slightly different. So I'm going to start putting in some turn. And again, I'm going to use a random. I'm going to go from 1 all the way up to 90. Just see if that does anything. I can see that it's actually not turning, so I'm going to have to stop this. Just try to see if it does it again. No. So now I'm going to have to check what can I do to change this one up. What I could try and do is I could put in a forever and you'll see something quite crazy happen. Or maybe I'll play with these numbers. So I'm still not getting the turn that I want, and that's fine. And there I can start seeing actually it is doing the turn that I wanted.